Hello to all the listeners and watchers out there. Welcome to episode 6. Uh, when last we left off, the benefactors had just adjourned a meeting with the newly empowered gifted, and this episode is what is going to take place uh, right afterwards. So we're going to hop right into it with Arcade approaching his protege, Weapon L. So Weapon L, now that this meeting is over and we're giving you guys a free time, what you got planned? Also, I want to know what you think about the suit. You've had it for a couple of weeks. What do you think?
I think the suit is amazing, especially for, what I'm used to. It's quite interesting. I think it's more than tech. I think this is art. This is exactly where my wheelhouse is, and this is exactly what I do. This is my profession, and I think you've outdone yourself. I mean, this is, art in the sense of murder, but if murder was a canvas, but teach his own.
I knew I picked the right guy. That's exactly the way I look at my craft. I want every assassination to be a masterpiece. I want every time I bring a group of people into my murder world, I want it to feel like some type of a work of art, something that's nobody else can duplicate. So I knew I picked the right guy. Uh,
Absolutely.
so hey, meeting's over. We don't have anything for you guys right now. You can go and do whatever it is you need to do before we get back together. And you know where I'm at if you need me, right?
That I do. All right,
So,
go ahead and go ahead and fix your tie. Your bow tie's crooked.
all right, no problem. Appreciate that. All right, so what do you do, Weaponel?
Well, I walk away and I say, you know what? I'm gonna probably go call my parents, see what's going on with them. But before I do that, I'm gonna go run a diagnostic because I don't necessarily like what's been going on with me. I've been getting taken out during all these tests with the benefactors, and so I didn't wake up when everybody else woke up. So I need to see what else is going on. I know the suit is good, but I need to see what's going on with me.
Okay, so I'm assuming you head towards some type of lab. Is this going to be your lab or?
Yeah. So I travel to my lab that's underground in Chicago, and I go run a diagnostic on myself.
Okay, so in order to get to Chicago, you need to use your house slippers to access the transportation point that murder house has access to or has created.
Murder House. All right, Murder House slippers. So do I put them
So
on, click them twice? What's up?
okay, so where's your lab at in Chicago?
My lab, my lab is in Wrigleyville.
Okay, so the closest access point to that is going to be a little spot in an alley in downtown Chicago. So
All
you should
right.
be able to teleport there without being seen.
All right.
Okay, so you're smack dab in the middle of downtown Chicago. It should take you, I don't know, few hours to get to your lab, depending on how you travel. And
All right.
now you're in your lab. What do you do?
All right. I walk in and I talk to my AI. Shirley, I need you to run a diagnostic. Shirley says, yes, Big Daddy. I'll run the diagnostic. I was like, you know what? Change my name to just Weapon L. Yes. Is Big Daddy a problem? Like, no, it's not, but just run a diagnostic.
Okay, so roll a logic check.
So one die or all three.
Gonna be all three. It's always all three.
All right. All right.
What did you roll?
So I got with my ability with my ability score.
Yes, with your logic ability score.
All right, so that's a 10.
10.
Yeah.
And do you have your what are your traits that will help with your you know you got you're a scientist, so I know you have some type.
So I'm a I have scientific expertise. I'm an inventor. So those are my main two.
Okay, so you rolled a 10. The diagnostic comes up. Uh, it seems like you so your body was always intact. Okay. One question: when you ran this diagnostic, were you wearing your new suit?
Yes.
Okay. So your diagnostic was able to detect that what happened to you previously, some of the same technological energies and readings that are coming off of your current suit were some of the same technological readings that you had when you were knocked out. So you weren't harmed physically in any way, but something was going on that had the same energies and readings that you have now
All
when you
right.
were incapacitated.
Oh, that's strange. Seems that these readings look familiar. Might have to have a conversation with Arcade when I see him again.
What do you do now?
All right. So I'll go ahead and so I'll go ahead and look into my workspace and I'll go to my computer and I'll try to I'll run a comparative analysis between the abnormalities that have been found and also between that and also things that I've seen in the future to see if if a match will come up and to see what to narrow down the tech.
Okay, go ahead and roll a logic check.
Right. Okay, well, let's see here, guys. Well, I got a 16 with a fantastic success.
Outstanding. So you log into your computer, you do some type of scanning and comparison search. Uh, as a futuristic computer that comes from way in the future, obviously you have knowledge of many different types of tech. However, seeing that you are both from a different timeline, that can cause some type of discrepancy clearly. So, what your computer is able to discover is that um, the technology is what it says it is. It is uh, a suit that is capable of generating different hard light constructs, uh, and it is also uh, capable of generating different illusions and things of that nature by manipulating light. But what it also detects is that there is not to say an anomaly, but there appears to be some other type of weird situation that has never really been seen before. Uh, Somehow, within the readings, there's detecting some type of not biological, but some type of component that, even though it's technical, is also alive. And there also seems to be some sort of temporal readings as well.
Oh, so it seems that this has some future tech vibes with it. Okay. So now this makes me scratch my head a little bit.
In the middle of your head scratching, all of a sudden, you sense some type of weird feeling within your body. It's the same type of feeling that you had when you were incapacitated. It doesn't hurt. You see that there's a darkish energy starting to formulate around you, and there is just this weird, disorienting feeling. You felt it before when you time travel. Next thing you know, your body is being teleported or transported through time. And when you wake up, you're in the middle of a different area completely. And as you open your eyes, you're hearing all types of explosions and uh, yells and screams. And the air smells like fire and sulfur. And you realize you're back in your timeline in your hometown.
Oh
What
God.
do you do?
Like I survey my surroundings and I look and I think, oh God, my mom and dad. I need to
Okay,
rush home.
you need to rush home. So you don't quite know where you are yet unless you check.
Hmm? So I take it, well, yeah, I took a look at my surroundings. And
Right.
so, all right,
Roll a knowledge check.
a knowledge check. All right.
It's not going to be a hard one.
Uh, is, is it logic or
It's logic,
okay? Yeah.
logically.
I got an 11.
Okay. So you look around, you realize that um, you're not too far from Kane Castle, which is where your father, Kane the Protector, and your mother, Queen Ravana, live. Obviously, you know this area very well, but there's so much chaos, you don't really know how you should proceed. As you look around, you see ships in the air just flying around, destroying and attacking everything. And as you're surveying your area, you look to the left and you see a home, a nice home, uh, down along this little path. Uh, Despite this being in the future, for some reason, this world is a combination of technology and comfort. Uh, Homes are not built right on top of each other. Everybody has a decent amount of area uh, to enjoy their living space and things of that nature. You look to the right, you see another home as well. And then the path forward will be the direction towards that will be heading towards Kane Castle. Uh, it will take a little bit of journey to get there, but you recognize where you are. Well, what do you do?
First, I exclaim, all this gentrification didn't happen while I've been gone, and now there's a war going on. You know what? All right. I have no idea what's happening, but I want to make sure that I'm not at all gonna get caught in a lot of this mess. And if somebody's trying to catch me up or trying to hurt me, I'm gonna try to defend myself just preemptively. I activate my suit's invisibility ability.
Okay, so you activate invisibility.
Yeah.
Okay, where you going?
All right. So I'm gonna head. I'll head into the house to see if I can garner some information about what's happening right now.
Going to the house to the left or to the right of you?
To the right of me.
Okay, so you start heading down the path towards the home. When you get to as you're heading down the path, you see that there are three armed soldiers that have the same color scheme, same purple and green color scheme as your father's armed soldiers, but something about them seems a little bit different. And you can hear, "Open up! Open up under the name of King of the Conqueror." you can't hear what's happening on the inside of the house because you're not close enough. What do you do?
Well, I'll react and activate bioweapons creation too, and I'll create a sword and I'll create my bow.
Okay. Hope you keep the track of all this focus.
Yes, I am.
All right. So now what do you do? Remember, you're invisible. They can't see you.
How far away am I from them?
At the moment, you're about 20 feet away.
I'm 20 feet away. Okay. So let's do this. I noticed that I noticed that they're being very forceful when trying to get into this house. So what I do, I say, you know what? These are not my father's men because there's no way that my father would do something like this to his own people. I use my ability, elemental burst, and charge up and hit them with a blast.
Okay.
And
Go ahead
so,
and
mm,
go ahead and roll.
all right, so let me see. 10. Oh, so I'm at 5.
Also, who are you? There are three soldiers.
So
So
so I think with elemental burst, I'm able to let me see, with that elemental burst, I'm able to hit them all within that same area since they're are they all closer together?
yeah, there's one in front, obviously at the door. There are two behind him, next to each other.
Okay.
Um, so elemental burst is a range attack against an enemy in line of sight. So you only attack one person. It's not an area of an effect attack.
Oh, okay.
So is that what you want to do still?
Well, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Well, let's see if I can do this then instead of doing that.
Remember, they also still don't know you're here at the moment.
Right. So I'm still invisible. They can't see me. I have my sword. I'll actually go ahead and shoot them with my bow. And I'll do my special attack. So that's my signature move.
Hey, which one are you shooting?
All right, so I'm gonna shoot the one that's closest to me.
All right, go ahead and roll.
All right. All right, so I got 18.
All right, you rolling 18. What you rolling marble die?
Rolled a 5.
Five. Okay.
And I think my damage multiplier is 7
Um.
because I have accuracy too.
Right. What's your accuracy ability score?
My accuracy ability score
Yeah,
is 5, but I get +2 on the
right.
damage.
So seven. So you
So
said
7.
what? What did you roll on your die again?
So it was I got a 5 on my marble die.
Okay.
So that should be 35.
All right. So yeah. So next time you do an attack, yeah, just go ahead and calculate it for me and let me know.
All right, cool.
All right. So you pull out your bow. This is the thing that you specialize in. Uh, you tuck the sword underneath your arm as you pull back the string, and you let loose an arrow, and it goes right into the soldier's head, and he falls down to the ground. He's out. The soldier next to him sees this and says, "Hey, we're under attack!" And the soldier in front of him switches his gaze to look back towards the uh, area where obviously the arrow would have come from, just by the trajectory. Now they're confused. Who's there? And they start running towards your direction, um, running in a full sprint. They still can't see you, but they get to within 10 feet of you. I'm going to ask you to roll just not a deception check, but a stealth check with advantage.
All right. So which ability is this in addition to?
This is vigilance.
Vigilance. Okay. All right, so that's a 12. Wait, no, no, no. Sorry about that. That's 13.
13. Yeah,
Yep.
no need to re-roll. That's you're going to pass that. So what do you do now? Spectre, your turn. They don't even know you're here, so there's technically this isn't even a battle.
All right. All right, so this is what I'll do again. I'll go ahead and use my let me see, you said they're 10 spaces away from me?
I'm sorry, 10 feet away from you if I said it wrong. So that would make them two spaces away.
2 spaces away. All right, I'll move away to get back in range. I'll move to be in range. Uh
You're gonna move. You
so I'm
said to
gonna
be in, you're already in range. So what do you mean?
well, so I'm gonna get away from them so they don't, they're not able to hit me with melee. So I'm gonna just move you my standard action to move away.
15 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay. You're moving. Roll another stealth check. They're looking directly in your direction.
Oh, they're looking directly in my direction.
Yeah,
Oh,
because they're
wait. And
yes.
you said it. You said I'm 2 spaces. Well, whatever. I already said it now, so whatever. All
Right, you're three spaces away currently.
right, cool. And this is it with what ability?
It's vigilance.
Vigilance. All right, vigilance. So that's 12. So that's 16.
You definitely pass.
All
Okay.
right.
What do you do?
All right. I'll do another attack. I'll go let me see. Actually, this time I'll do snap shooting. I'll hit them both.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
All right. Let's see. 12. All right, so that's a 17.
17 hits.
All right. So and that's
Damage.
14.
14 damage.
Yeah, so it'd be 7 each, I guess.
Wait, what?
So with snap shooting, I hit both targets, but they get half the damage.
Oh, what was on the marble die?
The marble die was a 2.
Got you. Okay, so you pull back two arrows in the hand at once. You aim it, targeting both of their heads. As you release the arrows, you see them fly a little bit off course, but you do tag both of them in the left side of the torso. Uh, you see them flinch a little bit. Clearly, that doesn't feel good, but they seem to be okay. So they're like, ah, they were obviously looking in the direction of which the shots were fired. Roll another stealth check. This one is going to be hard to pass.
All right. And this is vigilance.
Yep,
All right. That's a 19.
19.
Yep.
Okay, so they see where they saw the arrows come out, but they weren't able to clearly see or get a clear picture of where exactly the person who was firing the arrows were at. So you caught them off guard again, and you are still not detected. So at this point, these two start to panic. They don't know exactly what to do. And one of them says, spread out, make it difficult for him to target us both. So they begin to go still in the same general direction as you are, running full speed, but in a pattern designed to flank you. So one is heading around the same, running towards the same spot as you, but on the left side, and the other is doing the same on the right side. In the midst of doing this, one pulls, uh, seems to be communicating with someone, uh, letting them know that there's an enemy detected. He says, General Baltag, we are under attack from an unknown assailant. We don't know who he is or where he is. We're investigating. You cannot hear the communication that comes back uh, to this soldier, but they continue to flank you. So, what do you do? You're still invisible.
All right. So let's do this. I said, we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna mess with their minds. They still can't see me, but let's mess them up. I'll create a grand illusion.
All right, you spinning your focus like it's nobody's business. All right, what do you do? What do you create?
All right. Oh, let me make sure I write down where I'm at. All right. All right. So what I do is I create a house. I create a smaller house that kind of looks like one of the houses that was recently gentrified, and I make it look like somebody's running into it.
Okay, so you concentrate, you make an illusion, and you put this house where it's within 50 spaces of where you are. So where are you putting it?
So there was an area where there was dust, and once this dust clears, I put that in that area. So when they start looking around, they can actually see close to me that, oh, we have somebody that's over there. Like, I'm gonna have them think that somebody's running into this building, and I'll get the drop on them since they're trying to flank me.
Okay, so and all right, so within their minds, they can, or should I say, within their sound and sight, it's not within their minds, but they see a house materialize out of nowhere, and they appear to see someone running into the house. So let me. This is so weird. I'm gonna roll a knowledge check.
All right.
Uh, one of them does not pass it, even though it's the easiest knowledge check ever. And the other one does. So the one that doesn't pass it, hey, I don't know where that house came from. I just saw somebody run to that house. So he starts running into your direction. The other is skeptical, the one that's on the right side of you, and he sort of uh, runs to the left, and he's still trying to check to see the original person that he saw. Um, Roll a stealth check.
12.
You pass again. He scratches his head. He doesn't really know what's going on. He starts to follow behind the other guy. So right now, the one that was completely fooled is running uh, up to you. He's about a space away, and the other guy is about two spaces away. What do you do?
So the one that's following behind the other one, I see him. I say, you know what? You're not gonna make it to the house. I shoot him with my arrow, my special attack with my bow.
Okay, so you pull your bow once again, and the sword is still tucked underneath your arm. You shoot. It's a direct shot. I'm gonna say you take this shot with advantage. Go ahead and roll. because he's like right in front of you
All right.
without knowing you're there.
All right, that's 18.
18, it definitely hits. So you fire the shot. Bow runs straight into his chest, close to where his heart will be. He is out. Um, I'm sorry. What was the you didn't give me the damage?
Yeah, I was like, you went ahead.
Like he,
I
I'm
was like,
sorry. Try that again. What's the damage?
the damage is 42.
So what I said is what happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Close to the heart, and he is out. He's unconscious. So the guy in front of you, I mean, that is right behind him, sees everything that just happened. Roll an impossible stealth check because it's pretty much going to be impossible for you to pull this one off. But go ahead and roll.
12.
Yeah, you didn't pass. So he's taken aback by recognizing where the shot came from. Uh, he doesn't really know what to do at this point but to shoot back. He is going to uh, roll for just a straight damage shot. Does a 14 hit?
Is he hitting from he's hitting from
He's shooting
range?
at you range. Yes, there's a 14 hit.
No.
Okay. So he pulls out his futuristic laser gun and he fires a shot in your direction. And he still isn't quite sure where you are, even though he knows the general direction, and it just misses you. Uh, he continues to run into your direction, but with caution. It's on you.
All right. I dust some dirt off my shoulder and dodge that blast. And I say, oh, he's trying to run up. Let's see if he can get done up. I knock back my bow. I knock that bow back and tell him you failed this city.
So you spoke.
Yep. I spoke. I said, you failed this city.
Okay. He is confused because he's not from here. But now go ahead and roll. I'm assuming you shoot the arrow.
Yep, shooting arrow.
All right, what did you roll?
So 21, fantastic success.
All right. So you say you failed this city, and in the midst of him saying, "What?" You unleash an arrow, it goes right into his mouth, hits him in the back of the throat. What is the damage?
I believe that's 42 again.
Uh, with a
So
fantastic success, that would be double. So,
oh yeah, yeah. Oh, so that's 84.
all right. So this guy, um, I don't remember. Are you villainous or not?
I'm villainous. So this dude
Okay. So
explodes.
this guy, the arrow goes through his mouth, hits him in the spine, and goes through the back of his neck. He is out. He's dead. Um, Now, in the midst of this, you look up and you see that there are 10 soldiers on the way down the road from which is headed towards your father's castle. These soldiers look a little bit different from the soldiers you just took out, um, but you can tell that they are not your father's men. What do you do? They will be upon you in less than a minute.
Where are they in position between me and the structure I created?
They don't. They can see a structure. They can't see a structure because they are far enough away from you for your ability to be affecting them. So they are on the opposite side. You made the structure towards your area, which is the other going in the other direction. But they're about a minute away from you.
They're a minute away from me. All right, so I'll move in a position. I'll move in enough space to get to where I'm in between them, where I have enough space to throw something like a grenade. So I'm angled in between them and the building. So I'll move over to, you said they're coming from the opposite way, right?
You're right. They're coming from the direction of your father's castle.
Okay.
Are you sure this is what you want to do? It's 10 of them.
It's 10 of them?
It's 10 of them. They are responding. They are obviously responding to the call that was made by the guy you just shot in the spine.
You know what?
50 seconds away.
All right. I'll just start. I said, you know what? I can deal with these dudes later. I'm gonna get out of Dodge. I'm gonna head over to the castle, see what's really going on here.
Okay, that would be heading in the direction they're coming from.
So, but
How would you like to proceed?
so
Are you
I'll
you're still invisible? You'll be invisible to them, but are you going to try to walk through them? They're like a well organized platoon
so they're in the phalanx
that are
position where I can't get around them.
yeah you would have to go off a little bit off course to not be. They're basically taking up the whole role. There are 10 of them. Uh, they're walking side by side in fives, and they are running. They are now 40 seconds away.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna try to get away from them, but what I'll do here is I'll make an animated illusion. So what I'll do here, I'll create a person that says Kang the Conqueror sucks, and I'll have them run in another direction so that they'll be able to see them.
Okay, what direction would you
So
like
I'll
them to run?
so they're headed from the
And what
castle.
what power are you using
This
again?
is animated illusion.
Okay. All right, so you're where exactly are you putting this illusion? So they're heading in your direction.
So
Where are
this
you
is
putting the illusion?
so this is gonna be behind me. This is gonna be behind me towards my right. So they're gonna be passing up the house. So once I want them to be able to see their men and also to be able to see somebody leaving where their men are. So I'm gonna put that illusion there where it'll stand there and it'll yell at them, King the Conqueror sucks, and then I'll have it run away from them.
Okay. So this is what happens. First of all, uh, let's roll to see if they believe it. It's what they see. All right. All right. So they believe it. Um, the one that seems to be in charge, he doesn't look any different from the rest of them, but I guess he could be considered the platoon leader. Uh, he has three men run to that direction uh, of the illusion that you created. So those guys are going to be running in that direction, chasing that illusion. The rest are going to continue forward to whatever was reported. So now they're about 20 seconds away from you. Uh, what do you do?
All right, since only three of them moved away, I'm gonna try to get around that way. At least that since there's less of them there, they shouldn't be able to see me while I'm invisible. So I'll kind of go around them to try to get to the castle.
Okay, are you running? Are you walking?
I'm walking,
All right, roll the stealth check.
slow strolling. I don't run for nothing.
Yeah, okay, we gonna see.
All right, so this vigilance. All right. So this 17.
17, you'll pass. So uh, you'll sneak. You'll be walking slowly past them, and they walk past you, and you're able to get through without being detected. So as you sneak past, you'll see the men get excited as they see uh, the man that you took down on the ground. They 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 discover that one soldier is dead, and they're able to see that the other ones are out. They don't know who did it. So the platoon leader says, "Okay, I don't know what's going on here." Uh, he sends four of them to the house that uh, the original soldiers were trying to break into, and he sends the rest. Him and two others go towards the other house on the opposite side. Uh, says, "Kill anybody in the house, and we'll figure out what's going on with the other guy that got away. No prisoners." You hear that as you walk away. What do you do?
So they're going to the house that I saw that was gentrified.
They're going to the house that well, there are two houses. Remember when you first came in, there was one on the
Right.
left, a path to the left, and one on the path to the right. They see the soldiers that you dropped in front of the house. So four soldiers were sent to that home. The other three soldiers are going to the one on the opposite side. None of them are going to the fake one.
They're not going to the fake one.
So
So,
you right.
so
So you're free and clear. You don't have to worry about this. It's up to you.
well, let's see.
Also, in your mind, you're probably wondering why you haven't gotten any communication from your parents at this point.
So I'm wondering why. I was like, no one said anything. This is going on. This is crazy. I don't know who this person is that's in this house that they are trying to get to. But my father protects people. I can't, I just can't ignore this. God, okay. I do, I do bioweapons creation.
Okay. So you just to let you know, you currently have a bow in your hand and a sword.
Okay, wait, so okay, you mean to tell me I can't have no sheath?
It's your job to create these things.
Okay, well, I mean, well, if I got a sword, a sheath come with it. Gotta come with it.
I don't know that.
I'm
Okay.
an
So
inventor,
you got
so I'm look, I'm an
so you
inventor,
have
so
a
this is
sheath. You have
practical.
a sheath. Okay, you sheathe your sword.
Yeah, I sheath the sword, I collapse the bow.
All right.
So the bow is ready, so I can get the bow whenever. So
Oh,
I do,
we cool.
yeah.
Everything you have
So
access to whenever you
so I
want it.
sheath I sheath the sword, I collapse the bow, I do bioweapons creation. I create two, create two grenades, a regular grenade and a frag grenade.
Okay. Um, your what's your focus at now?
80.
Okay. All right. So you create those two weapons, and as you create those weapons, uh, the men are not yet at the door. They're on their way towards the door. Now remember, uh, both of these houses are about 20 feet away from you, so they're not within range of your grenades at the moment. Uh, as you create these grenades, you see that a message is starting to come through to you, uh, and you look at it, and it's from your mother. Um, pick up the message, or you proceed with what you're doing.
I'll pick up the message.
I don't remember what's your name again.
Curtis. Well,
Is that what
well,
is
so
that what
that's
your mother would call you?
no. So so my name, let me see. So let's just say that she calls me a nickname.
Okay, and what would that be?
So my nickname would be I would say she calls me Simba. Moms are embarrassing. They'll have bad nicknames for their kids. So I'll say yeah, she calls me Simba.
Okay, so you pick up the call. Simba, where have you been? We've been calling you for weeks. Where are you?
I'm down the street. I'm literally down the street from the castle. What is going on? I just had to kill three guys that was just about to jump this house, and there's a bunch of other guys trying to destroy this house too. What is happening?
We've been under attack from Kang for weeks,
What
and we are not winning this war.
did you piss dad off or something? What happened?
There's so much you don't understand.
Clearly.
I need you to, we need you to get here. Whatever you have going on, get here, but you have to be careful because the castle is under siege right now. You need to take the secret passageway in order to get here. But
All
please
right.
hurry. We need you.
Okay. Okay, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. So
All right. So now what do you do? As the message ends, you see the door being kicked in on both sides. So one house has been breached and the other house has been breached as well. And the soldiers run in. What do you do?
I'll say whoever this king to conquer is, he's gonna die for this. And so I run off and I go over to the castle.
Okay. All right. So well, I guess we don't know what's going to happen to whoever's in those houses. So you run you're running I'm assuming full sprint towards the castle.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to need you to do a knowledge check.
And this is in vigilance.
A knowledge check is going to be logic.
Oh, logic. Okay, yeah, my bad. That's a 10.
Roll a 10. Okay. So you do remember where the secret passage is. So the castle of Cain the Protector is up on a very large hill, and there's only one direct entrance into it. It's protected by a very large gate and a very powerful force field, and it's designed in a way that you can only approach it from one direction to get access in a normal entrance. However, uh, underneath that area is a secret passageway that you can get through that was designed uh, for those who can to be able to escape in case of emergency. So you do remember it, but you don't remember exactly how to gain access to it because you don't pay attention like that apparently. So you're
Ah!
heading, so you're heading towards,
Okay.
so you're running towards the castle, and you're seeing similar scenes. And as you survey the land, you see that there is severe damage to most of the area. So blasts from spaceships and different battles that have been taking place. Dead bodies of villagers all over the place. Uh, a few soldiers as well, obviously, uh, and you see that it's pretty much proceeded to the point where your father's forces aren't even able to take care of the village anymore. That's why you ran into so many soldiers because it is progressed to the point where your father is definitely losing his war, whatever is going on. So you get close to the area where the castle the castle entrance. Um, you see that dead bodies everywhere. You can smell flesh and blood and fire. Uh, you can either head directly up the path that will lead towards the entrance of the King's Castle, or you can try to go around the hilly areas to see if you can find this secret entrance. What do you do?
Mm, I look at I look at my arm and I look at my arm and I press a button and I say, Shirley, can you run a scan of the area to see if there's any secret entrances? My mind is kind of foggy at the moment.
You run a lot, run a scan. A scan. It's gonna be logic.
All right.
Roll for me, baby. Turn into a jazz musician for a second,
We're gonna do I got about 11 saxophones here.
right? You
So I
roll
got
an
11.
11. Um, so the scan takes place. So you're able to see that you're not able to get a full visual of what's going on. Uh, you're clearly there's technology that is blocking scans of this nature because it's a secret entrance. So the scan comes up empty. However, you are able to somewhat scan the area to get some type of knowledge of the terrain, and it's just the hilly area. But you see on the left side that there might be something that is a little bit different if you go down a bunch of spaces. So
Okay.
as you're seeing this scan, you see that there are soldiers coming from the direction from which you came. So you need to make a decision on which way to go.
All right, so I'll go in that. You said there was something else that came up on the scan.
I would say that there is a an absence that you should probably investigate. So it's not giving you exactly what it is, but it's different from the right side, should I say?
So just question, did I fail that roll or no?
You somewhat failed the roll. You did fail it. You didn't roll high enough to figure out what's going on, but you did. I mean, you still are have a scanner, so something's blocking you from getting a clear understanding of what you're looking for.
All right, so Shirley, this scan is crazy. I'm gonna amplify your power. See if we can try to do this one more time. Now, since I have scientific expertise, I'll try to tweak it so I have an edge on any science checks. So, like, was that like logic?
That would be logic. Yes, go ahead and roll.
Eh, Dang it. Never mind. We ain't even got to talk about it.
Okay, as you roll, as you were fiddling with Shirley and uh, rechecking things again, you see that the soldiers that were coming from your direction have caught up enough uh, for you to have to do a stealth check. These are the same soldiers that discovered the dead bodies. Um, you are too far away from for your illusion to still be even if your illusions to still be going on. So they know that they were fooled and they're backtracking after whatever they did in those houses. So they are looking for you. So go ahead and roll a stealth check.
16.
16. All right. So you're good. Um, you had a chance to sneak away. Where are you going?
I'm headed to where that absence is. Like,
Okay.
Shirley, I'm saying to my head, Shirley, I gotta fix you. I ain't no way in the world you're supposed to not have nothing.
Okay. So what's going to happen is you're You're going to go towards the left. I'm assuming that you are sneaking and not running. You tell me.
Yes.
Okay, so you're sneaking. So what happens is uh, the soldiers who are furious, uh, they run up to the road, and there are nine of them. So three of them run up the main entranceway towards the uh, front entrance of the gate. Three of them run to the right side of that main entrance down that area, and three of them are going towards your direction. They run right past you, and they're searching. They're looking for you, obviously, but they don't know what you look like because they haven't seen you. They don't know what's going on, but they are clearly searching for you. What do you do now?
So I continue to look around and see if I can find this see if I can find the actual the entrance to the castle. Now you said that they're now look around and I see where these men are positioned. Are they how close are they to me?
Oh, they've run past you. They were going down the hill, so they are currently uh, about two spaces away from you. I'll say. Uh, you gave them a little bit of time to get past. What do you, what? So it's up to you what you want to do at this point.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to get back into trying to find the actual entrance.
Okay. You continue going down the same direction they're going, or
Let me see. So the entrance, so the direction that they're going is that's where I saw the scan where there was something missing.
yes,
How many of them are there again?
yeah, three.
There's three of them. All right. So what I'll do here, I'll throw I'll throw the frag grenade.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Throw the
wait, no.
frag. You
Yeah, the
sure
frag.
about that? Throw the frag grenade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, are they all clustered together or within spaces of each other?
Uh, so I mean, a frag grenade hits two spaces out in all directions. So if you make the perfect throw, considering that they're 10 feet away, you have the potential to hit all three, but you got to make a good throw.
Yeah. All right. It's like,
We
all right.
know about your throwing abilities.
Yeah, like you know what? Hey, God,
You got one great throw in your record and one horrible throw in your record.
like
So
I got
let's
a
see how it
Brady,
goes.
I got a Brady and a Favre on his bad day. So let's do this.
All right.
All right. All right, so that's a 20.
Ooh, that's definitely a success. Let me double check how this is supposed to work.
I think it's the damage multiplier. I think is two. I think
Yeah, this is
is it two for the frag. Let's see.
you recognize that this is going to be allowed.
Yes, it should be is times two.
So the grenade lands right where you want it to land, which is going to be right at the soldier's feet that was in the middle. So your damage. I mean, the thing about your damage multiplier is that you already have a damage multiplier of two, so it doesn't matter. So what you're gonna do is it's still an agility attack, and um so you're still just gonna do your normal agility damage because you already have a times two multiplier. So go ahead and roll for. I mean, what's your damage?
So I got a four on my die.
So it's gonna be four times your normal seven agility
So four
plus
times
your
seven.
no, not four because you're rank three, so it's gonna be five. It's going to be 4 times 5, like normal, your
Okay.
normal agility, plus
Oh, okay.
whatever your score is,
So 4 times 5.
plus your agility bonus, whatever that is.
Oh, because this is a non-combat check?
No, your whenever you roll,
Right.
whenever you do damage, it's your Marvel die times your rank plus whatever your multipliers are. So your rank is 3, your multiplier is +2. So it's 4 times 5. And then you're going to add your agility score bonus to that. You always do that.
Okay. So 20, so that should be 25 then. So you said
Okay.
20, no, 27, I think, right? You said 4 times 5, and then plus, you said plus what you
So
said 3 for my rank?
so it's going to be 4. Your rank is 3. You have +2 agility damage multiplier. So it's 5. So it's 4 times 5. That's 20
20.
plus 5, which is your agility score.
Yeah, so 25.
25 points of damage. So you throw a perfect grenade. Uh, guy feels it hit his ankle, blows up, does 25 points of damage to all three, and you see them fly up in the air and fall down from the blast. They are clearly hurt, but they get right back up, uh, and now they turn around uh, because they don't know exactly what's going on. Um, and they decide. Well, first of all, tell me what you do after that because you didn't tell me your movement.
All right. So after I throw the grenade, I look for the space around me. So where am I able to move? Am I able to move to the side, or do I only have the option to move backwards?
You can move. So it's a hilly area. The direction that you're headed is actually towards the men that you just blew up. You can go backwards if you'd like, or you can go to the left. The right side is you're going on a downward descent into the hilly area.
Oh, so I'm going on down on the incline towards a hilly
Right,
area.
right.
Okay. And so I would,
Um,
okay.
I also have to inform you that that explosion was extremely loud.
All
So some of the men that ran off probably heard it.
right. Okay. I mean, would it be distinguishable from all the other violence that's happening?
That's not something I can answer at
Oh,
the moment.
okay.
But
Um, so yeah, so my movement, I move back. I move back a ways. I think I move it back. I move in with I'm in, so that I'm in range to shoot them. So I move backward so that way I'm in range to shoot them once they gather themselves.
okay, so the men are these soldiers are pretty elite. They immediately spring into action. Uh, they start to communicate. General Baltag, we've been attacked. We are on the uh, left side of the main entrance. Uh, we don't know where the attack came from, and we're heavily damaged. But we are going to see if we can suss this out, figure out where this guy is. So they line up back to back to back, and they proceed back up towards the incline slowly. Do a stealth check. Somehow you're still invisible.
Well, let's hopefully I get to stay that way. Oh, 12?
I'm going to say that you pass. So
Oh,
you're still invisible.
oh, like
What
man,
do you
this.
do? What do you do?
Well, first I say very low to myself, like man, all these upgrades, man, I'm showing out more than when I was working with the Benefactors, man. This is working out real nice.
You saying that inside
I'm
your
saying
head,
it to
not out
myself.
loud.
I'm saying it to myself, saying it low. And I'm like, man, this is working good. I'm gonna have to take arcade to the arcade, man. This is working out nice. All right.
As you
So
as you say that,
to myself.
um, remember that you step backwards so you can see on your right side. You can see soldiers coming downwards from the main entrance.
So from the main,
You don't know. You don't know if it's because of the call that was just made or if they heard the explosions. But they are in a rush.
okay.
So they're on your right side. Uh, in a turn or two, they'll be right where you are, and you'll be flanked by the other soldiers. So what
Okay.
do
All right. So this is what I'll do. Oh God, I don't know if I want to do that again, but I'll throw my
you
flashbang.
remember your objective is to get into the castle?
Yeah. So I'll throw a flashbang grenade at the ones that are in front of. So I have to get past the ones who are back to back to back, right?
Correct.
I'll throw a
But
flashbang.
uh, did you create a flashbang grenade?
Yeah, yeah. So weapons. So bioweapons creation, I get to
No, I'm
create.
saying did you?
Yeah, I
Because
created one already.
so you created one flash and one frag.
Yeah, one flash and one frag.
All right, go ahead and roll.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can throw that at them so I can like try to get past them. Like, look, I have to get back home. They're in my way. Trying to knock them out, but let me see if I can just get past them. All right. Wow. All right, so that's 17.
All right, so that was a perfect throw. Um, you throw the grenade. It lands right in right in front of the cozy soldiers. It blows up, and they
Are blind and stunned for one round.
they're blind and stunned for one round.
Oh yeah.
They stumbling about. These soldiers that are coming from the main entrance were able to see this happen, so they are continuing to run in your direction. They are still a couple of turns away though, because they have to come down the main entrance and come around. What do you do?
All right, since they're blinded and stunned, I run past them to try to get back to the castle.
You mean to the secret
Oh,
entrance?
to the secret entrance, yeah,
You
to get
don't
to the
know
castle.
is there yet. All right,
Yeah,
so you run. You run past them. I'm assuming full sprint at this point.
full
Uh,
sprint.
at this point, we're gonna do it. They're blinded and stunned, but I'm gonna still do a arbitrary check, which they do not pass. So you run past them. As you're running, uh, your body starts to feel like some. I would say I'll call it some type of tingles or whatever. You feel like you don't know if it's something that's going on with your father's technology or if it's something that's going over your suit. At this point, all of that is within question because you still aren't really sure why your parents weren't able to get in communication with you and why you weren't able to get in communication with them these past few weeks. Um, so you run towards the direction. I'm going to have you do another knowledge check and see if maybe your memory is better.
That is 19, sir.
19. So as the familiar terrain starts to come back into you remember where the entrance is. It's on on the left side of the hill, and it leads into a secret compartment, which is usually guarded by uh, some of your father's elite guard, and it's just simply another access way that will get you access to a teleporter that'll get you directly to your father's strong room. Uh, it's your father, Kang the Protector, really cares about his people, and he specializes in force field technology. So you can go. Do you want to run towards this area?
Yeah, I run towards this area.
So you run towards that area. Uh, as you get to this entrance, you see a cloaking technology that senses your presence. It's attuned to your DNA, and it uncloaks, allowing you to walk directly in. And as you do so, uh, you see a the force field dissipate and the doors open, and two of your father's elite soldiers they greet you and they escort you in, and then all of that uh, defense pops right back up. So the soldiers that were following you, they don't know where you are. They didn't see you. They still haven't seen you, and they communicate that to General Baltag. You can hear that happening as you go inside. So
Hmm.
now, what do you say? What do you do?
So I'm around my father's soldiers.
Yep, you're with your father's soldiers on the inside, and you appear to be pretty safe at the moment, although a little bit battle weary.
So, all right, look, y'all need to tell me what's going on. There's a soldiers all over the place. I'm here. Where's my mother? Where's my father? What? Just tell me everything.
Yes, your father and mother are safe at the moment. They are in the throne room, and we've been under siege for weeks by someone who calls himself Kang the Conqueror. We don't understand what's going on. Uh, I don't know if we don't know what to say. Your father has just told us to do our jobs as normal. So your mother and your father have been waiting for you to arrive. We're just happy you're here. You want to get into the teleporter and get to the throne room as soon as you can.
Yeah. Do we have any Vanguard, any ships able to get over to the new gentrified area? Because I know there's a whole bunch of people and that we don't know that's over there that more than likely might be in danger. So I'll go to the teleporter, but if y'all can do anything to help those people out there, my father's king the protector for a reason.
We have done whatever we can, and at this point, we haven't had any communication with any of the troops that have been sent out to any other areas. But we're down here doing our job. Our job is to guard the entrance, so we don't exactly know what the damage is outside, but we do know it's extensive, and we know we've lost probably millions the last few weeks.
All right. Well, thank you for your sacrifice, gentlemen. All right. I'm gonna head over to the teleporter. Be safe.
Yes, sir. So you head to the teleporter. Uh, it's self-activated, so you can activate it yourself through either your technology that's actually on you.
Surely
So go
get
ahead
this
and do that.
teleporter started. Surely get it started. Let's go.
All right. So you feel your body uh, fade away, and you're teleported into the area of the throne room, which is uh, a limited access area. Uh, as you come into consciousness, I say, as you reconstitute, you can hear a lot of chaos uh, in the background, and you hear uh, your father, who is seems to be calm in all moments. Uh, what do you do behind the door, though?
So I'm behind the door.
Right, you have to come out into the throne room if you want.
All right. So I think what I want to do before, so I'm still invisible, right? Oh, well, I'm not. Well,
It's
I
up to
cannot.
you.
So, okay. So I'm still invisible, right?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. All right. So this is what I'll do. I'll make an illusion. Let me see.
Making an illusion? You're behind the door with no one. You're not in a room with anyone. You're behind the
Well,
door. It's
okay.
just a secret access door for those who have access to that teleporter.
Okay. This is what I want to do, but okay, we'll roll the dice. All right. Since since I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on, I'm invisible. We'll go ahead and I'll just enter the throne room.
Okay, you enter the throne room. So uh, that access door is actually in an area that's right behind the throne, and it's blocked by a partition, so nobody can see you come in. As you come in, you see that your father, you see that your mother, you see the soldiers are basically stationed at the door. These are your father's elite soldiers. There are about four guards, and you see that your father is in the midst of uh, looking at a screen. So he is actually communicating with someone. Uh, you see that he's animated, but he's a lot less stoic than he normally is. Uh, but you looking at the screen, you can see that there is uh, a gentleman dressed in garb very similar to your father's, and he's at the front door, and he's next to a very small man, one that you don't know who he is. You've never seen either of these people, and he has a bunch of guys that look just like the guys you just got through dealing with, standing behind him, and another man that appears to be in command of them. Uh, your father says, Kang, you've killed millions of my people unnecessarily. Is there any way we can end this peaceably? And the other Kang says, out of all of the variants of me throughout the multiverse, you are the man that I despise the most. You have taken everything that I've built upon myself and turned it into a weak, feckless version of me. So here's what we can do. You turn off this force field. You allow me to walk in and you die by my hand. If you do that willingly, I'll spare you, your wife, the rest of your people, and my bastard son. That's the deal. What do you do?
I think to myself, did I hear that right? Did Kang said that he had a bastard son, or I don't know that did I hear that right? Okay.
Your father responds and says, This is my wife and my son. How dare you? I will never willingly submit to anything. However, I am willing to face you in combat if you agree to keep my son and wife alive. What do you do?
All right. I stay quiet. I quietly I'm watching this, but I need to see how this plays out. So I quietly create I create an animated illusion of one of Kang's soldiers.
Okay, where?
So so one of the soldiers is going to go okay, so from where I'm at, no one can see me, and I'm behind the throne, correct? And I'm watching this
Correct.
from, and I'm
So
watching
you
this
said
from.
you crept out from around it, but yeah, nobody knows you're there.
No one can see me. So, so I create. So I'll create an illusion. Let me see. I think I'll do an animated illusion of one of his soldiers, and let me just mark that down. And I'll try to create a diversion. So I have
But
the
who are you creating a diversion for?
so so what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to distract. I'm gonna try to distract Kang, try to avert his attention to have him look at this soldier that's gonna be running towards them, running down towards
Are
them.
you okay? You're talking about your father.
No.
You're inside your father's strong room,
Right.
and Kang the Conqueror and his men are on the outside of the castle.
Oh, they're on the outside. So Kang is
Right?
the only one that's in here with them.
No, you're in where you are. Kang and your mother, your father Kang. I'm sorry if this is confusing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Your father Kang, and your mother, and four of his elite guard are in the throne room.
Right.
That's it. All the other soldiers that were available have either been taken out or in other parts of the castle. So the Kang the Conqueror and his men are at the front entrance behind the large force field that so far they have not been able to penetrate.
Oh, so they can't touch. They can't touch my father and my mother, right?
They haven't.
They haven't.
They're not in the council. They're not in the castle yet. They're on the outside. They
Okay.
haven't touched.
Okay. So then, okay, let me back that up then, because I'm thinking that they were there. Okay. Uh, I come out and I say, "Who are you calling a bastard?"
Your mother, Ravana, is so happy to see you when she runs up and she embraces you and she slaps you and says, "Where have you been?"
I guess I've been where my buzz just went. Like I've been gone.
So she's happy to see you. She hugs you. Your father looks in your direction, says, "Son, I don't know what's been going on, uh, but I have to tell you uh, so much, and we don't really have time to talk." And King the Conqueror says, "Exactly, you don't have time to talk." He um, pulls out a an orange stone, and well, not an orange stone. I'm sorry. He pulls out a red stone, and you see through the screen, you see a red power come from this stone, and it's something you've never seen before or heard of before. But you see the very small man growing in stature until he's gigantic. And Kang says, "Growing man punched through this force field." So, the man now identified as Growing Man takes a swing at a force field that your father is known for creating that has never been penetrated. But he smashes right through the force field and right through the front door of the castle.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we ain't got time to talk now. So we can put this bastard situation on hold and we can figure this out later.
Well, he says, "Son, let me assure you, you are my son, and Ravana is your mother.
Uh-huh.
We don't have time to talk about that right now. When he gets here, let me handle it." And your father communicates to Kang. He says, "Kang, let's settle this between me and you. And Kang says, I have no issue with that. So Kang walks into the room, into the castle, and you can see through the monitors that he appears to know exactly where he's going. He isn't searching or uh, trying to figure out where you all are or any of that. He seems to know exactly where he's going. Uh, your father's soldiers stand down just as your father wished. Uh, the growing man uh, is standing outside. He's too big to go into the castle at this point. Uh, the elite guards follow, who will identify as General Baltag, into the castle. So he comes in with about 10 elite guards, and the rest of the soldiers stand back. Uh, so they all follow Kang into the throne room. Do you say anything or do anything?
I'm not letting you fight this dude alone, Dad. So I don't know what the heck is going on, but I'm not letting you do this alone.
Son, I'm trying to keep you alive. What was I say? Stand down.
All right, well, if you thought this through, our entire kingdom is jacked up. Everybody's fighting for their life. We got mom here with us right now. So who's gonna protect her? What we gonna do with her?
I will protect you both. Now,
I don't even know if my name is Zeke. You name me Zeke, but is that even my name? Can I even trust you? Can I even trust you to handle this?
Kang the Conqueror interrupts. Oh, you haven't told your son anything. Uh, this is this is truly insane. You call yourself Kang the Protector, and you haven't even given your son the proper information about his lineage. Well, allow me to explain. Kang the Conqueror interrupts says, "Well, once, oh, what? Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. This is my son. We're not going to confuse him any more than he already is. Son, I I am it's hard for me to this is something I've never actually explained to anyone. Uh, I am an offshoot, or should I say, a variant of this man that you see standing before us here. Uh, we are essentially the same human, but from different timelines. Or should I say, I am him that chose a different path than he did. But you are
Okay.
my son.
Okay. So
Do you
my
have any
que-
questions?
so which one of y'all knocked up my mother?
Cain the Conqueror laughs and says, well, in a way, both of us did.
Know what? All right. Y'all trying to play with my mom's. I don't play about that.
Cain the Conqueror says, Ravana has and always will be mine. And your father says, no, she is mine. I protected her in a way that you never could. So,
Okay.
as go, do you have something you want to say?
At this point, Michael, Paul McCartney, can we just fight now?
Cain the Protector steps forward uh, to face Cain the Conqueror, and he has his rod of Cain, which is in his hand. And Cain the Conqueror says, "You really think I want to waste time Despite the fact that I have all the time in the world, I wouldn't waste it in one-on-one combat with you. You see him pull out that green stone, which is a different stone than the red one. And you see greenish energy come from the stone. And you see that energy coalesces around your mother. And the royal garb and that she's wearing, the attire that she's wearing, transforms into some type of weird armor that you've never seen. And she steps forward and says, "I am no one's." And she stabs your father in the back.
Oh, oh, okay.
So roll for initiative.
Yes, you wasn't the only one getting penetrated, Mom. Yeah.
Are you a wild boy saying that?
Man, I look, I got two Kang dads, and I just one just killed my father. I don't know what to feel. So
Well, your father is far from dead. Uh,
so yeah.
so she stabs your father in the back, and let's see, that's gonna be
Um you said I got to roll for initiative.
yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm calculating the
Okay,
damage.
I got you.
So your father, you a dog old fool, man. Father, father takes 26 points of damage. Um, and he's taken aback by it. He's like, Ravana, what are you doing? Um, and you see him. Go ahead and roll for initiative. Let's calculate that right now.
I rolled what do I have to let me see. So that's 12
Okay.
because I add three with the initiative modifier, right?
Yep.
All right, we good.
So you rolled a 12.
Yep, roll to 12.
Uh, Kane Protector. Okay. Conqueror. Bear with me here. Okay.
This makes no sense. In any timeline, black folks can't get it together. This is Maury Povich on Marvel. This don't make no type of sense.
So it makes sense. Doesn't make sense to you yet.
I've been up here getting sent around all over the place, and now I don't know who my real father is. Apparently, I got multiple fathers, a multiverse of fathers.
Okay. So so um Ravana surprise stabbed your father and she is up. It's her turn. So she says, I've spent so much time trying to be with you, Kang. And as she says this, she looks at Kang the Conqueror. She says, I've been your lover. I've been your enemy. I've been your biggest supporter. I've been your biggest detractor. And I tried to do something the complete opposite of what I've been doing by getting with Kang the Protector, who is completely diametrically opposed to you. And I see now that he's just a falsehood of who he actually is. Wasn't able, just as you weren't able to protect me, neither is he. I see who you really are now. And she walks over to King the Conqueror and gives him the biggest, nastiest kiss that you have ever seen in your life. It's your father's turn, and he is furious. So he runs up. This is the first time you've ever seen your father lose his cool. He runs up. He's going to attempt to hit Cain the Conqueror with his rod. Pause. Now, as this is taking place, Ravana will use her combat reflexes to skirt or scope Kang in front of it. She steps away from Kang just to make sure that she doesn't get hit. Your father, your father, your father successfully hits Kang with the rod. Now, the rod of protection, the rod of Kang, automatically puts up a force field whenever he strikes somebody with it. So it simultaneously does damage while also protecting him from up close fighting. He does 39 points of damage to Kang, the Conqueror.
Yeah, that's right, Dad. Use that rod.
Uh, so Kang takes it. He says, so you do know how to be aggressive when necessary, I see. Uh, he doesn't appear to be concerned, very concerned at all. You're up next.
All right. So, well, I guess, Mom, I guess you are every woman. It's all in you, I guess, with what you just said and what you just did.
Says, son, I still love you. You should stay out of this. You don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on, but I just saw the man who raised me with a sword through his body, and you just slapped me, and then now you slobbing down some other guy. So I don't like the fact that he's up in my home messing stuff up and killing my people. So love you, but he gets to go. I charge up and do a elemental blast or elemental burst on Kang
Okay.
with the force trait.
All right, go ahead and roll.
All right. All right, that's 21 with a fantastic success.
Oh wow, excellent. That is a that's a ranged attack, right? So yes.
It's a ranged attack, and since it's a force elemental burst, um, he has trouble on all actions for 1 round.
Okay, well, first of all, we got to determine what happened. So
Yeah.
you did elemental burst. What's the damage?
So since it's a fantastic success, it's double, right?
That would be correct.
All right, so that'd be 84.
84 damage. You sure about that?
Well,
Let's
yeah,
double
so
check.
so 6 times 7. 6 times 7 should be 42. Times 2
Mm-hmm.
should be 84.
Well, so you have to do the uh so 40,
Oh, wait a minute.
42. And then you got to add five because that's your your agility bonus. You remember after after you multiply the rank times after you multiply the die times the multiplier, then you add your ability score. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
actually going to put you
So
at 47.
so so 47. So 47 times two. So that's 94.
So 94. So what's going to happen is
So it's a fantastic success. You said what now?
it's a fantastic. So King is going to use his reaction ability, elemental protection 3, and your your uh your blast is extremely powerful. It shatters that protection, and because of the fantastic success, it actually does enough damage to go halfway through. So you're gonna do 47 points of damage to Kang. And what was the special effect again?
So with since I have the force ability with the element, it
Right.
gives trouble on all actions for 1 round for Kang.
Okay. All right.
Touching my
So
mama.
so Kang so Kang puts the force field up in a reaction. Your blast is strong enough to shatter that, and he takes a little bit of damage. Uh, okay. 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 Not too bad. Not too bad. Uh, it is now Ravana's turn. Ravana runs up to your father. She's going to do something. She's going to do something. She, in the midst of running up to your father, she actually pivots and runs to you. She's going to try to grapple you with the grappling technique. He doesn't want you to be a part of this at all. So you probably are wondering if she's protecting you or what's going on. So she's going to make a ranged attack against you. Um, not a ranged attack, a melee attack.
She's gonna do a melee attack against me.
Yep. A grappling technique.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
My defense is 14.
Okay, so she grapples you, runs up, she she tries to put you in some type of lock that you've never really seen. You don't even understand what's happening because you've never seen your mother hurt a fly. But the grapples that she's putting on you is something that you've never even seen before, despite your combat experience. She holds you in place. You can use your reaction to attempt to escape if you like.
Uh, let's see here. Okay. Use my reaction to escape. All right, just let me see my reaction. Yeah, I'll what I gotta just roll for melee.
Yes, you do.
All right. 13. So 13 and add my melee, so that's 17.
Okay. So as she attempts to roll to put you in a grapple, you are able to counter her force and her momentum and twist out of it. She says,
Get off me.
Son, I just want you to be safe. Stand down and you'll be fine." Kang the Conqueror steps up and he pulls out uh, a red gem. That red gem shows up again. Uh, and he says, "I admire your son's fighting spirit, Ravana. Of course, he's not as strong as he would be if he's my son, but I think my plans for him will be just fine." Right. So he rolls with trouble.
Yep.
You're going to need that trouble because, good
Yeah.
Lord, roll here.
He ain't dead after them two shots. Shoot, man, that's crazy.
Oh boy. Yeah, this isn't good. All right, so you wrote a fantastic success. Even with the even
What
with
the
the trouble.
trouble?
Yes.
Ain't no trouble. Oh Lord.
So he says, you know what? I despise what you are so much. I don't even feel like dealing with this. So he uses the red gem. You see reddish energy surrounding his body. And he uses, what am I using? He can do so many things. He's gonna use, he doesn't want to blow up the room. It's it's gonna be bad.
I like to. I say, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold on. You came here trying to start something that really doesn't need to go on. Now, mind you, if I'm the son of King, the protector, there's a resemblance of something that you see in me. It's kind of weird. And it's kind of a trait I have. I'm kind of weird. Do an ego check to try to stave off some of this. Try to get away. Try to persuade Kang to like me, the conqueror.
King the Conqueror says, I admire your attempts to protect your family. That's a trait that I will use to my advantage in the near future. And he fires an elemental blast at your father. The power gem that he uses amplifies the effects of this elemental blast by 10.
Oh, this dude's fighting with infinity stones. Dad, no!
And you see this gigantic concentrated blast go straight at your father. Your father has numerous amounts of force fields around him as King the Protector. You see your father try to react with the elemental protection. That shatters. You see the rank the rod of Cain's force field shatter. And you see your father enveloped in this force blast, and it pushes him far back into the throne room, goes through the door, I mean, through the wall into another room. And you see rubble fall all around his body. And you see no movement after it's done. Then you see Kang say, well, now that that's over, what do you do?
It's not over at all.
Okay, now what do you do? You said that. What do you do?
I run let's see. I what I want to do, I'll run to my father.
Okay. Uh, that's actually a decent distance away. So you're going to use your sprint.
Oh, you said, oh, it's a decent distance. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you
Yeah,
got
blasted
shot
through a
pretty
thick
far.
wall. Yeah. All right. I was like, well, no, I'm gonna say, you know what? No, it's not over. What I'll do is I'll snipe King. I'll snipe him.
Yeah, your snipe Kang. Um, he's going to use his second reaction, his combat reflexes, and you see him pull out a green gem. The red gem disappears, the green gem appears in this place.
Said a green gem comes out.
Green gem, a green gem. That's the time gem. Um, and he has another fantastic success.
Come on, man.
What's your does a 15 hit you?
And what? Well, yeah, like what of it?
Let's it's you
But
you
you ain't got no trouble. You getting all this mess with no trouble. Ain't doing me no favors.
it's getting rough. Um, so let me explain what's happening here. With the access to the gems, certain things can be uh even though you gave him trouble with your previous blast, that's over with. He has the gem. He can heal himself. He can. I mean, obviously, he has the gems. So the time gem is going to freeze you in place. And Ravana comes up to him and says, "What are you planning on doing with my son?" He says, "Ravana, I will protect you and your offspring by being the conqueror that I am. It's your job to follow me willingly at this point." He pulls out blue gem. Takes the place of the original gem that he had in the palm of his hand, and he uses that on you. And that's gonna hit because you don't have. What's your ego defense?
7.
No, it's 10. It can't
Huh?
be 10. Can't be lower than 10. So it doesn't
Really?
matter because he definitely hits. Um,
Oh yeah,
and
that's right. Right.
he's mentally giving you. Uh, uh, he's basically taking control of your mind and implanting suggestions and orders from the mind gem into your mind. And you don't know exactly what he's doing because you're being controlled by the mind gem. And he walks up to you. He places a bracelet on your arm, uh, and he uses the reality gem to cloak it. And then he uses a black gem, the original gem that brought you back to this timeline,
Oh snap!
and
Black gem.
sends you right back to your lab.
All right.
And that's where you wake up.
Oh,
And that's where this episode ends. So thank you everyone for watching. We'll find out what happens with Weapon L at some point in the near future. As far as King the Conqueror and King the Protector and Ravana, well, I guess we'll have to see what's going on with them down the road. That way in the episode.
all right.
So you need to turn the recording off.
Dun 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 dun. Did he fall asleep?
I don't know.
This wasn't boring.